Scotty here. We have safely made it down the hall to Studio B, where things are about to get a little bit warmer on a rainy Thursday afternoon. We are oh so pleased to welcome in some of the prime talent from the upstate of South Carolina this afternoon, Millbilly Blues. Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hey.
How you doing?
It's good to see everyone. Smiling faces. In case folks out there in Radio Land don't know that name, Millbilly Blues, well, it's because we've got a kind of a brand new unit here, but the names that make up the unit are pretty familiar to folks in the area. Freddie Vanderford, Shane Pruitt, Brandon Turner, and Matthew Knights. Guys, it's great to have you in here. Is this the first radio performance that you have done? Because this is a new unit for y'all.
With this band, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. You've got a big event coming up on Saturday night. It's kind of a meeting of the generations, as I understand it, right?
Right.
Because you'll be appearing with the Sparkletones.
Yeah, the Sparkletones.
I mean, that's pretty wild. Those guys date back to late 50s?
57's when they charted, yeah.
Right, with Black Slacks?
Black Slacks.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, Howard.
And if here we go with the trivia this afternoon, the co-writer of that tune with those guys,
Paul Anka. There you go. That's right. There we go.
That's right. And the event this Saturday night is at the Chapman Cultural Center. I had seen something. It may be a benefit of some sort.
We're doing a benefit in conjunction with the Arts Partnership of Spartanburg. They're developing a creativity mill in the old Arcadia Mill in the west side of Spartanburg to help with the arts education, have a place for kids and folks of all ages on that side of town to get involved in the arts.
Beautiful.
So they're trying to put that together, and we're doing it as a benefit in conjunction with them.
Support that thing. Yeah, the event, this is the second time you've gotten together with Sparkletones, right?
The third, actually.
The third, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is that how this whole thing kind of got rolling, that it was just you guys fell together and had an event to go to?
Right. Well, they invited us to be the opener for their show at the showroom when they were inducted onto the music trail.
Spartanburg Music Trail.
Spartanburg Music Trail.
When we had our release concert, we asked them if they would come and play with us, and they agreed to do it. And we had such a good time. All 8 of us played on stage at the same time on part of it, and we're going to be doing that at the Chapman too. So we had such a good time. We just said, "Hey, you want to play with us at the Chapman Center?" And they agreed to do it. So here we are.
Nice. Well, it should be quite a night. Let's address the new album and how this ensemble came together. You guys obviously all have pretty significant little careers running by yourselves. So what was the motivation to throw your lot in with all these cats?
Well, I did a Monday nights down at the New Way Lounge there in Spartanburg. We did it a couple times. We were like, hey, man, we ought to just get together and make a record because Matthew's got the space. And it just kind of come about really organically, I mean, it was real organic and not really planned out, but it came out really nice,
Right, and I guess we should mention Matthew's, the space being...
County Line Music. I got a little studio. It's in an old gas station, an old cinder block building in Chesney.
Well, you're downplaying it. The interior shots are spectacular.
Well, thank you.
And judging from the sound of the record, which I believe came out of there, yes.
It did.
It sounds awful good, folks. So, yes,
you.
Indeed. Good touch. So the name, we should resolve any lingering rumors out there. Explain to the listeners,
Shane and Brandon,
where the name comes from.
I was thinking of the Notting Hillbillies, with Knopfler's side project, and I had come up with the name the Millbillies, and we were talking about that in the studio, and Shane said, well, it should probably have the word blues in it, so it gives people more of an idea of what we're doing. So Shane said Millbilly Blues, and everybody said, well, we like that, all right. So
because we're all kind of come, most of us from the mill, one fashion form or another, the mill villages of the area.
Right. Upstate of South Carolina, of course, famous for textile mill in the past, and you guys are all from the area, so makes perfect sense. I like the nod to the Notting Hillbillies.
Well,
there.
we're all millbillies,
Or hillbillies.
or hillbillies or something. So it fits.
Yeah, you're coining a new phrase for folks for the upstate. There's 5 original tunes on the album. Is that right?
I think so. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. And the rest are select nuggets from, I'm assuming, much appreciated blues artists. How did you come about to pick the ones you did?
We were just, I really don't know that we knew exactly what we were doing. We were just messing around and having a good
I still
time.
don't know that we know what we're doing.
Well, we had some idea, but we didn't have a real plan. We'd come in one day and tell stories and go, "Well, don't you think we should try to record something?" Well, yeah. And someone would go, "Well, what do you want to play today?" And we'd try this song or try that song, and it took us a while to do it, but it was just because people were busy doing other things. So we'd get there one day a week or one day every third week, and then my wife was real sick last summer, so we missed a few months, and at the end of the year we said, well, maybe we should finish this thing, and
So what was the elapsed time? How long has the project been?
About a year.
it took about 10 months, but I think the total days we spent in there was 10 about half days or something like that. We might have spent 30 or 40 hours on it.
Right. Well, of the we've got 12 tracks on the album. Of that number, did you leave stuff on the cutting room floor?
There are a few things. Yeah, there's a few things that just didn't work. And that's okay. you know.
Right. You can revisit them for the next album.
Well,
that's a leading question.
we've got some ideas.
We already decided we're going to do it.
Yeah, we're gonna go for it again and maybe do a few more originals. We got Fred and I are working on a song together, and Brandon's got some stuff, and I know Shane's got stuff rolling around his head, and so we're wanting to maybe do a little more original on the next one. And, well, we can make songs out of it.
It's rocks.
Were the originals that you all brought in? Was that material you had tucked away and just hadn't used yet, or was it stuff you composed in the group unit here?
Well, the one I did, the original one I did was one I'd done a long time ago with a band, and it never was exactly like I wanted it. I was being a team player, I wanted to do what the other guys wanted to do. So this way, it was exactly like I wanted it. So
Right.
It worked out really good. And then we did a Professor Longhair song without piano. We just said, let's try this, and it seemed to work.
And it opens up the album.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Playing this coming Saturday night at the Chapman Cultural Center in beautiful Spartanburg with the Sparkle Tones. I understand it's the Sparkle City mashup.
We're gonna do a set. They're gonna do a set, and then we're gonna do something together. We've got some new songs or new old songs worked up with them. It's gonna be kind of cool.
What makes a good blues tune? Everybody's going to bring a different thing to this, but I'll take individual comments. What makes a good one?
You just got to feel something.
That's it.
As long as you feel something.
I think too. It's also like he said, feeling it. Whatever you're feeling, if you can convey that in a song or in an instrument and make somebody else feel that, where it transcends from you to the audience.
Because ultimately, music is a language. Right?
Absolutely, it's the most purest form of language we have.
There we go. So
Yeah.
obviously, you've got this thing that's brewing, but I'm figuring that you're not going to abandon your individual efforts that are going on. Yeah.
We've all got individual projects that we work with, but
Right.
this project here seems to have started to catch on some. I think we all are interested in now focusing on this right here as the main objective, and just see how far we can go with it.
It's just so much fun, We got together, and everybody loves each other, and we respect each other. No one's the man, the leader. Everybody does their thing. It's just a beautiful thing. I don't know. It's a gift, and I'm just along for the ride. And
I have to say, it has the lovely vibe of a front porch picking. It's undeniable, and it's so wonderful that's being able to be captured, in the studio. So often, things that happen on the porch or out around the fire, it doesn't make that transition. When you stick people in front of the microphones and such, but this really has.
We appreciate you saying that. And that's exactly what we're trying to do.
That's exactly it.
Well,
yeah.
Very interesting. Now, as you aim towards another album, is there going to be a change in how you arrange things? Are we going to bring in more, keyboards or more drums or anything of that nature?
I don't see that happening, but I mean, it goes where it goes. I mean,
Bagpipes maybe or something.
if it feels like if it feels like it needs it, we will. But I mean, we're pretty happy with doing it this way. We
Right.
might throw a bass in here and there, some percussion, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, Brandon does some bass on the record, and he does a little keyboard, and he can be counted on to play about anything that's playable, and some things that aren't, he can still make.
But we won't go into that now.
That's true.
So there's actually been some
Don't have
switch up
time
as
for
you
that.
guys, because Shane, you're usually electrified, and now here you are with the dobro, and
Yeah, I'm enjoying it 'cause just for like I said, it's gets to show off a different part of your personality, and everybody knows me for my crazy, electrified antics and whatnot, and it's pretty fun to be, sit down and lay back and feel like you're playing on your front porch, like you said.
Right. right. Now, just to keep the listeners up to date, I believe you just did a live recording not too long ago, right?
We did, but we haven't released anything yet. So I just felt like we didn't have enough material. That was, what I'm saying, I wanted it to be right.
There you go.
So
Everybody's so particular these days.
well, I mean, especially when it comes to a live record, you want to put your best foot forward.
It's got to be right.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. This is a hoot.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
these folks, the brand new album is self-titled, Millbilly Blues. It features Freddie Vanderford and Shane Pruitt and Brandon Turner and Matthew Knights. Gentlemen, it's a pleasure. They have a big event coming up Saturday night at the Chapman Cultural Center, 8 p.m., the Sparkle City Mashup, appearing with the infamous Sparkle Tones. Thank you guys for coming by. We turn now to music from Little Feat.